Yo, it's Chad here, Powers BMX Museum, Powers BMX Shop. We're here with none other than a real famous Pittsburghian, Floridian, trail legend, fufanu legend, best stem selling on the market, Mark Mulville. Dude, we're just gonna take a mosey around the museum and over here and listen to some Mark stories and get some history on Mark over here.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. When did you start riding?
I started riding, 1990?
Yeah. What was your first?
1990?
What was your first bike?
First bike was a Diamondback Igniter,
Yeah.
and I liked it because it had flames on it.
Sick.
And then after that, I was like, all right, this thing's lame.
Yeah.
Then it was a trail bus,
Yeah. What color?
olive green.
Oh, that's a good color.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna have to get your next one olive green, huh?
Yeah, so my next one after that was a tan, tan, and that was what I just had recently.
Oh, sick.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Kind of brought it back.
Dang. And then, so you went from a Diamondback Igniter to a Trail Boss. How did that work?
So I started watching, like, BMX videos because I didn't even know it was a thing at that time.
Yeah.
I got my Igniter, like, just as a little kid riding, curbs and stuff. And then I realized that, like, BMX was an actual thing.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, it's standard? This is awesome.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's how it kind of came about.
Do you remember the first videos you watched?
I do not, but like it was all the classics. Like, I mean, I had all of them. Like my buddy Chunk, and I we watched all the videos.
Yeah. My first one was Nachos.
Oh, Nachos was great.
Nachos was awesome.
Yeah, there was a lot of Arizona stuff in there.
Okay.
Yeah. Nachos was awesome.
That's it.
And then once I learned more and more, then it was all the trails videos. Ride had really good videos.
Yeah.
Like the role models, Ride Thunder.
Yeah. Here we go.
Like those were awesome.
Yeah. Here's the good old Nachos.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So good.
I think we have Thunder in here somewhere.
Thunder's great.
Yeah.
But role models was like epic.
The Snap Rhythm.
Oh yeah.
This video was so good. Yep. Yeah, there's Thunder.
Yeah, Thunder.
Yep. What was your? Did you get video parts?
Yeah.
What was your first video?
My very first video clip was in Who Brought the Dicks.
Okay.
And that was actually filmed by Mike McQueen, who came up today.
Yeah.
And then
What was it?
I was doing some look back transfer at a skate park in North Carolina. I don't even know what it was. I don't know when.
Yeah.
I literally don't remember any of it, but I know it was there.
Yeah.
And then it was I had a section in a profile video, and then there was Ty Stuyvesant. He made Transylvania.
Okay.
So I had a section in that. That was filmed by him and also Mike McQueen.
Okay.
The Mangler.
The Mangler.
That's his nickname.
Yeah. And you grew up in Pittsburgh?
I grew up in Florida and then moved to Pittsburgh.
Yeah. And now you're back in Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah. When did you move to Pittsburgh?
2006 maybe.
Okay.
Stayed there for a while,
Yeah.
just because the trails. Always worked on jumps out there. My buddy Bobby and I kind of took over the second push. Push got plowed, and then there was the next push.
Yep.
That was the original guys and everything, but then it kind of just went to nothing, and then Bobby and I took that over and rebuilt everything and built new jumps and stuff. So that was our spot. And then we just kind of dug all over the place. There was trails everywhere around the greater Pittsburgh area.
I remember going to PTT.
Oh yeah, PTT. That was
sick.
that was across the street from where him and I lived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that
Great
place
spot.
was awesome. Yep. And then the Charlotte trails.
Yeah.
On the other side of the track. Dude, I love Pittsburgh.
Lots of jumps all over the place.
Yeah. What was your last video part?
Last video part was, let me see. Oh, it was in the Sabrosa video.
Okay.
And, oh, you have Outlet. Yeah.
You have Outlet in here?
Yeah, I have a part in there. That was mostly filmed at like Posh and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it was my last two parts were Anthem 2, and then oh hell yeah,
Yep.
there it is.
I wonder, what are the odds of this being your poster? I don't know if it is.
No, Doyle.
Doyle.
D-Man.
Yep.
Still rad.
Yeah.
The D-Man's the man.
I'm pretty sure I have one of your posters, the Anthem posters somewhere.
Yeah.
'Cause I think the only one that I'm missing is actually Sean Burns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Then my last video part was in the Sabrosa video. Goody.
Okay.
Get used to it.
Yeah, I don't think I have that video.
Yeah, that one I definitely put a lot of work into it. Like the last two, like Anthem 2 and then that one, like I definitely put in shit that like I mean, honestly, like Anthem 2, that's one thing. Like that was like to be a part of that was like insane.
Dude, yeah, this video, if you've never seen this, you have to.
It's amazing.
You have to. And then Anthem 1, of course.
Yeah, Anthem 1 for sure.
Yeah.
But in the Get Used to It video, like there's definitely tricks that I did in that I will never do again.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they'll be done again anyway. But I'm like, I just remember doing them. Like, I can't believe I did that. Like what?
Was the camera on? Like, is that real? Did that happen?
Really? What was that?
That's sick.
Yeah, it was super exciting, like to do all that stuff.
Man, that's sick. What about your first magazine cover?
First magazine cover was Ride BMX in like 2005, I think.
Yeah.
That was at our old Castleberry trails. But do you have that? I was doing like a Superman sea crab Indian air at our old jumps. Stay.
Sure it was 2005?
Maybe not. It could have been 2006. I'm not 100% sure, honestly. I just know it happened.
Yeah.
It'll be on some dubs. There it is.
There it is.
So 2006.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
What?
that's my first cover.
And then you got your last cover was
That's
like a
like
BMX Plus, right?
Yeah, BMX Plus.
Yeah, I think that's the one I had you sign last time you were here. So I'm gonna have to get a marker and get you to sign this one.
Yeah, that I was like, I was so pumped when that came out.
Yeah.
I was like, I
Saw that today.
Yeah, you did that today.
We saw that today,
Yeah.
Mark.
Well, I had no idea. Like I remember a couple people like calling me and stuff, saying like, "Oh, you're on the cover of the newest ride." I'm like, "No, I'm not."
Oh, they never called you to told you
I
they
had
just
no
put it
idea.
out? Yeah.
I'm like, "No, there's no way. There's no way." And then all of a sudden, there it is. And then I have a bunch of photos in there as well, or not a bunch, but a few.
Yeah.
But it was
Did
just,
they do like a Castleberry?
Yeah, it was like a Central
Central
Florida
scene.
thing.
There we
Yeah,
go.
there's like,
Did I pass it?
yeah. It's pretty far back. It's better over here. Okay, yeah, this is the start of it. Like, we go.
No, there's snow on that car. That can't be it.
This is a start, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Chad DeGroot.
Yep. Good old Chad.
Yep. Yeah, that's awesome.
And I was in the little bottom here. Little weirdo. Dyed black hair.
And you probably wore a hat under your helmet then.
Probably.
Yeah, we were talking about that last night.
Yeah. And I think it was. I think the next one I had like a Ruben wall ride. Yeah.
Yeah. Was that mesh?
Yep. Mesh.
Yep.
Chad DeGroot. Represent.
It's a sick profile shirt too.
Yeah. Old school.
Is this first try?
Possibly. At that time, I was just like, huck
Yeah.
things and like made them work. So I'd be scared to do that now.
I'd be scared to do that anytime. Heck yeah.
I think that might be
Dude,
it.
Central Florida was hopping for BMX in the early 2000s, mid 2000s.
Oh yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was such a good scene.
So that's when I moved to Orlando then, to race for a while and got to ride Castleberry. And
that was Castleberry right there on the big set.
Yep.
What we call the big jumps.
Heck yeah. Let's see if we got a green trail boss over here.
Oh.
I think we got an Army Green STA 500, but I don't think we have a trail boss.
That's close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got some dialed bikes in here that people would kill for.
Old motocross.
Yeah, that's the color right there.
Yep.
That thing was so good. Oh, it still is good, but.
What were you riding in this photo? Do you remember?
What was I riding? At this time? I honestly have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no clue.
So, you said you went from your Diamondback to a Standard. What was your first
This
real?
was neither of those.
What was your first real sponsor?
So first real sponsor was actually, it was this clothing company called Infantry.
Okay.
It was this dude out of Michigan, out of Detroit, and he also was sponsoring what's his name, John Heaton.
Okay.
Like back then, it was awesome. And then I rode for this company through that called Commercial.
Okay.
And then from there it was Profile, and then from Profile it just kept going. But yeah, Profile, I think I got hooked up by them first when I was 14 or 15 or something.
Okay. Was it through a bike shop or?
No, just through
Straight
Profile.
through Profile?
Yeah.
Cool.
I want to say 15 because I wasn't driving yet, so my parents would bring me to the skate park and stuff. I had my trails and everything, but there was all the older guys at the skate park. Well, they're older. They're not older. Actually. When you're that young, it seems
everybody's older.
A few years is older. But yeah, it kind of fell into place, and yeah, it's crazy. To think about how long I've been a part of Profile. 15 years old, and now I'm 40. It's
that's so awesome.
The majority of my life, I've been a part of Profile racing.
Yeah,
it's so crazy.
It's so awesome to think that they love you that much.
And I love them.
That much.
I love them that
so
much.
Awesome.
It's fucking great.
Right? It's awesome.
Yeah.
Here's our. I don't know if you even looked and saw this earlier, with the Profile case. And how
this is nice.
How many stems do you think Profile has sold of the push stems?
I have no idea, but I'm just glad that they keep on going.
Yeah.
I like seeing some of these.
Yeah. Which do you remember all these random colorways?
Yeah, I don't remember
that
all the
one's Chad
names.
DeGroots right there.
Yeah. And that was what's that one called?
Paisley.
Paisley. Yeah. These are the pink whatever.
The pink camo.
Pink camo.
There should be the Pittsburgh P one in here.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Well, there's the hubs, the Profile P.
Yeah. Oh, there it is right here. Yeah.
Yeah, that one was awesome.
Oh, that's not the one. But it's also awesome.
Oh, where is it? I know I have one.
Well, I know that. Oh, there it is right here.
Yeah, there we go.
Pirates P. Yeah.
Yeah, that one was cool.
So I know. I don't remember where it was, but so mine got stolen. I had one.
One of those?
Yeah, I had one. And it got stolen and out of my truck. And there was a couple shops only had one or two left for sale. And Ground Chuck, speaking of Pittsburgh, he hit me up and he was like, "Oh, I got one of your stems." I'm like, "No way. I wish I had that. I want that because I don't have one anymore." Yeah. And he actually offered to give it to me. I wouldn't take it. But then somebody else, I can't remember who, but somebody else actually gave me one. Okay. So I do have one now.
Nice.
Which I'm glad about, but yeah, my one and only that I had originally was stolen out of my truck. But I'm glad to see it in there. Yeah.
And then you said you kind of drew the push stem idea on a napkin?
Yeah. Yeah, it was on a napkin while living in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Crazy.
Where's that napkin now?
Oof, it's gone. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gone.
Yeah. Oh man.
I would love to have it now, but
That would be awesome.
It's gone. But I told you, like, I had it when I first drew it. I kept it in a Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
For like 6 months until I got back down to Florida to bring it to profile.
Yeah.
For them to check it out.
Man, that's so funny. Do
I
you
know.
Do you still have like that one of the prototype ones that they made for you?
I should have either the original or like soon after.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be in a box, like, but with some like older stuff as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I should have it still.
It's so cool it's so funny how, pro riders with their signature parts like have these prototypes and then they just like throw them in a box and like they just keep going. And then like
I mean, they mean something still. Like they do mean something.
Yeah.
But it's like at my place, like there's not as many things I can do with it as like here. Like you have a whole setup, which this makes so much more sense, and I love it. Like
it would be like Rob Tibbs, like he didn't care about his frames, and now he's like, I need to gather up all my frames. I need to find more of them and stuff like that. So you don't really think about it as much at the time. At the time, yeah.
But like now I'm like, there's definitely some stuff like I've had signature colors, signature products, like frames and this and that. And I'm like,
what?
I really wish I had.
What was your signature colors? Did Profile do a couple colors for you?
Yeah, like the camo, like the original, like the. Like,
the army camo.
Yeah, army camo is my signature color.
We have a set of those on the workbench right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, and then the Pittsburgh P. Also, what was it? Honestly, I can't remember what it was, but there was another one as well.
Yeah.
I just can't remember it. That's probably all my head injuries.
Yeah. It's you and me both.
Yeah. But there was another one. It was like a splatter color.
Okay. Was it the Gator? Was that yours?
The Gator. Yeah, the Gator. Yeah.
I don't actually have any of the Gator ones.
Yeah.
So if anybody out there has any and you want to send them in, let me know.
Heck yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, the Gator ones were cool.
Mm-hmm. That was like one of the OG Splash ones they did.
Yeah. So what was like your first big contest you ever?
Oof, I don't even know like what would be considered, because I rode like DK dirt circuits way back when I was like, a teenager.
Yeah.
UGP Roots. Like actually funny, Tibbs and I mentioned like Roots earlier.
Yeah.
When I was 15, I rode 15 and under at UGP Roots and I won.
Oh, nice.
That was actually when I officially met Rick from Standard.
Okay.
Like I met him a little bit the year before. And they had like a badass like canopy, like this awesome like camo canopy thing, like at the
Standard
contest.
Army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like just like, oh my God, this is the best shit ever.
Yeah.
But then when I got first at Roots in 15 under, I was riding a Standard trail bus.
Yeah.
I had like the Standard shirt that's like, the logos on the sleeves. Had that on, and so I ended up like officially meeting like Rick Molterno, and I was like, damn, this is like amazing.
Yeah.
Like one day I want to ride for Standard. Like, it's like never thought that happened.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, years later, like
I guess now you are.
there I am riding Standard, and I'm like, pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Pretty rad.
Yeah.
But then like do tours. That was like later on. But, I rode a lot of contests. I can't remember like what the earliest ones are, honestly.
Yeah. What about your favorite?
Favorite? Texas Toast was really, really fun. They're all really fun, but like I have bad anxiety, so like I didn't realize I had bad anxiety then. I just thought like everyone felt the same way. Realize now they didn't. So I was always nervous as can be for all the contests. And it was usually like actually for Do Tour and stuff, like Nyquist was one of the ones that like calmed me down.
Nice.
Like, he'd be right there. I used to call him, like, Daddy Nyquist. Then, like, Texas Toast, like, I kind of, like, just blacked out, like, in my runs.
Yeah.
I would only think about the first jump. Like, all right, whatever I'm going to do, if I do it on the first jump, then the rest should hopefully work out. I'll just figure it out as I go.
Yeah.
But if I screw up the first jump, whole thing's done.
Yeah.
And it somehow worked out. I ended up getting, at the one, I got second place, and it was like Dennis Anderson won, I got second, and then Nyquist got third.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there on this podium with these two dudes. I'm like what? I'm in between Anderson and Nyquist. I'm like,
all right.
This is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Those Texas Toast events look awesome.
Yeah, they were really fun. Honestly, some of the do tours were really super cool. Besides the televised part, like the jumps were massive.
Yeah.
I just don't like having a camera in my face as I'm like already anxious and like, about to drop it on these massive jumps. I'm like what do I do? I'm like, get this fucking camera out of my face. Like,
I don't know if
part
I
of
could
it.
do that.
Yeah, super fun though.
Like, this is already awkward enough.
I know.
Like, let alone knowing it's going
I'm
to
like,
thousands and millions of
I'm like
people.
kind of looking like the side eye. I'm like, is this on?
Yeah.
He's not recording, is he?
No, luckily it's just Danny. Danny makes it better.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh man. Did you ever like dream, like when you first got like your kind of first sponsor, and like did you ever think your BMX career would bring you to here now?
No, never.
Yeah.
No, I never thought like I would be, I never even thought I'd be like an actual like sponsored rider, let alone that be my career.
Yeah.
Like that was like I lived off of BMX as my full-time career for, like 15 years. Like,
Yeah, that was gonna be one of my next question.
Yeah, and I never thought that. Like I thought like, free parts and stuff are awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
That's like the top of the line right there. And then to actually like make money doing it, not much money. Just to throw that out there, not much money. But to make money and like actually be able to live off of it.
Yeah.
Like even if I was like poor, I still lived off of BMX for over a decade and traveled the world and stuff like. So I look at that like where, I may not have made much money, but with all the travels I had, like if I didn't travel and I was given all that money, it'd be a good chunk of change.
Yeah.
But that part doesn't matter. It's like I got to travel the world, like from BMX.
That's so awesome.
And the country, like I got to see places that I would never see in my life typically, or that some people will never see in their life.
Yeah. Well, what was your favorite place that BMX took you?
Oh, it's so tough because there's so many reasons for different ones.
Yeah.
Like China was insane because I never thought I'd ever go to China.
Yeah.
Had some pretty wild experiences there that were not the greatest. But I'm not going to mention those, honestly. It's just not worth it. Like,
yeah.
But then, like, going all over Europe, like going to Spain, France. Like, I went to France many times for like, there was a contest called Kill the Line, Fans Kill the Line.
Mm-hmm.
I went to several years of that. Like, it was just unreal. Because all the places I went to, I was never like the person that's like, like a BMXer. It's like, all right, I'm here for riding only.
Yeah.
If I'm there, like I'm spending time to like explore the area and like, see the history. I love history.
Yeah.
So I've spent a lot of time in England, and every time I've been there, I've like always went to like castles and like all these other unique places that, over there they're just whatever. But like for me as a history person in the States with very minimal history, like that we have, it was just amazing. Like, going to see these places, like
that's so sick.
Like somebody mentioned Hastings today, like the Battle of Hastings. But that's like, to me, the Battle of Hastings is the Battle of 1066, like, which is an actual like historic battle.
Yeah.
But yeah, then there's the contest, called Battle of Hastings.
Yeah.
But that comes from that historic, event.
I don't think I ever knew that.
Yeah, it's like, I read about it in books, like, and just as a history person, like,
Huh.
the Battle of Hastings, Battle of 1066. It's like, I was excited when I got to Hastings because of that. I'm like,
Yeah.
BMX is there. Like, I'm gonna ride BMX.
Yeah.
A park's a park. Trails are trails. They're good and bad, or better and worse, whatever. But like, it's still, you're riding a park or you're riding jumps.
Yeah.
I'm like excited that I'm there for that, but I'm also like getting to see these places that I never thought I'd get to see.
Yeah, man. Yeah, BMX never took me across the globe, but in the States, traveling, vending, and everything, going to all these cities, like I was always excited for Monday to go do other things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not just like going out of the country. Like the States have so much stuff as well.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
I'm not putting down the States at all, but just like as there's some things, but as a historic person, like like when I was in China, I went to the Great Wall. Like
man,
that's
sick.
something.
Did you ride your bike on it?
No.
Yeah.
But like that's something I never thought I'd ever do as a kid. Like go to the Great Wall of China. Like that's not gonna happen.
And bikes took you there.
Yeah.
That's
a BMX bike, like these little BMX bikes took me to the Great Wall of China. Like, how insane is that?
That's so rad.
Yeah.
Was there, growing up, did you have like a dream bike?
Honestly, just standard.
Just standard, yeah?
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
The closest second would be the S&M Warpig.
Okay.
And that was just because I love Troy McMurray.
Yeah.
Like, Troy McMurray is such a badass.
I just cleaned one of those up the other night, actually. What's in this thing?
Oh, yeah, look at that thing. It's such a beast of a bike. Like,
don't get a hernia.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny that, like, we rode these, like, back then. Like,
yeah.
This is just, like, a normal bike.
And look at the chain rub from the moped chains.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, this bike was so rad, and it was, obviously S&M's a big deal, but, like, the Warpig, because of Troy McMurray.
Yeah. Yeah.
So good. I love that dude. And I love that he's, like, ripping.
Again, yeah.
Yeah, he's, like,
or I don't know if he
back
ever
in
actually
action.
stopped, but yeah.
Yeah, he's a rad guy.
That's awesome. Oh, man. I don't know what else. What else should we say? You got questions for Mark, Danny? What was your favorite part of Richmond this weekend?
That's a good question.
Missing Gore. Sleeping through Gore last night?
I admit, I was too tired to go see Gore. I have seen them before, but not in Richmond. Yeah, honestly, it's just been like awesome from the start. I've mentioned, like I was injured for a while, and like I've rode a few times, like at my local parks and stuff, but like not much.
Yeah.
So I went like 6 months without like really riding. So Friday, when I first, I flew in Richmond, and this guy picks me up, and then all of a sudden I meet Danny, who's still in right now.
Yeah.
And we just went and cruised. Like, went to the new park and like had a blast, and went to Gillies, which I've never been to.
Yeah.
So that was cool. Yeah, and it was just like, honestly, every day's been great. Like, we ended today with riding Gillies. Like, we rode here at the shop, and then rode Billy's, and it's just been like awesome.
Yeah.
Yesterday hung out with the Leapers.
The Loopers.
Yeah, the Loopers. It's funny, my cats. So one of my cats' name is Looper. The Loopers, but no, the Leapers. And then I called myself an honorary Leaper.
Oh, awesome.
Yesterday. But yeah, like it's just been rad. Like,
yeah,
just the people. One of the things I love about Richmond is the people. Like there's so much to ride, but there's like everyone here is so rad. Like,
yeah,
it's so welcoming and like just a great place.
How about Brandon Tony today? Brandon?
Oh, yeah, he's a ripper.
Yeah, Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon's a solid ripper. He's got good style. Like, he like looks like he's like a trail dude.
Yeah. Yeah, he works out at the new park.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, great style. I'm a fan. Definitely.
We're gonna hit Texas Beach in the morning, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Texas Beach.
Heck yeah. I don't know. I guess that's it.
Hey, we had a Dylan at the skate park on Friday. There's always a Dylan, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Always a Dylan out there somewhere.
Yeah, little Dylan.
Little
Dylan was
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah, little Dill out there.
He wasn't a leaper, but he was a Dylan.
Yeah,
That's
little
for
Dill, man. Yep, for sure.
And the Strider Bros in Virginia Beach.
Oh yeah. Yesterday I had the Strider Bros. Virginia
my
Beach.
goodness.
They were all over me. Like they were
That's-
4-year-old twins, and they asked their mom if they were Strider Bros because I kept calling them that, and I never got an answer.
They are. They are.
Yeah, they're definitely Strider Bros. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's grab a marker. Get you to autograph this. Maybe we'll get you to autograph a couple stems.
Okay, whatever
Some
you
new
want.
stems. That would be cool.
Definitely cool.
So, heck yeah. Profile, baby.
That's it right there.
Profile family rules.
Yeah.
That's the way to go.
Definitely.
Your first cover ever.
Yep. Castleberry, Florida. Was it 2006? So if it was April 2006, this was probably shot in 2005. That's why I thought 2005 at first. Let's see. I have a pretty simple autograph.
Just looks like some up and down squiggles.
Yeah, right. Is it 2024 still?
Yep. Heck yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then we'll go to
where
get Mark to
should
autograph
this
a
go?
stem wherever you want. And then we'll do something cool with that this week. Yeah. Heck yeah. And then we'll just do one on the package.
All right.
That's cool.
This is my green, running the green right now.
Yep.
The ring you're on.
Green run.
Heck yeah. We'll do a little, I don't know, promo or something.